Hi guys. So I wanted to film the start of some of our skills we've been working on with Willow and giving you guys some homework. She's been doing really well in her sessions so far and has learned most of them. The biggest thing that we're working on is our duration with her skills. As we expected with her age and with her breed, she gets a little distracted easily, which is okay. But Miss, thank you. So let's talk about the skills that I want you to practice. First things first, name game. Name game. Okay, let me start over. This is what we want first. Sitting and looking for attention. This is the default expectation for a dog. Yes, that's a good girl. You want my attention, you sit and look. You want to go through a door, you sit and look. If you guys have noticed already, if she's doing this at home a little bit more, sometimes it's a little creepy because they're like staring at you. I apologize, but this is the expectation. Now, what we're going to be teaching is name game. Name game is teaching Willow her name, but also teaching the foundations of leave it, recall, and kind of body focus where she sits and looks at you. So how we teach this, I'm going to distract her with throwing a treat. Go get it, Soupy. She's off doing something else. You're going to call her name only once. And you can lure her if you want. You can make some kissing noises, but the idea is that you only say her name once. You're going to give it about 15 to 20 seconds. She's really quick on the uptake, which is nice. And then you're going to mark it. Now, marking behaviors, there's a positive and a negative. You did it right. You didn't do it right. Reset and try it again. So positive marker can be yes or good. I'm not a stickler. If we do higher levels of training, then we can talk about different types of positive markers. But for right now, it's either yes or good. You guys can pick. When she doesn't do something right, we're going to use You can also use no or nope, but again, is more kind of a traditional training marker. So yes and she can get a treat for this. She can get praise. She can get toys. It doesn't matter. Just something positive after that positive marker. So she's off exploring something else. I'm going to say, Willow. So she's completely ignoring me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it with a negative marker. Willow. Yes, good girl. Leave retreat, walk away. That's it. That's all name game is. Now I'm going to purposely keep my back to her. Willow. Yes, good girl. Now you notice that she was sitting on my side and she's like, I'm looking at you, but she's not right in front of me. In the future, if you guys are comfortable having her being a wider like pie slice versus right in front, you get to decide what that looks like. But right now what we're teaching her is to be right in front. So Willow. She sits and looks. Yes, good girl. And then, okay. And then Willow. Yes. Now this is an example of a 45. I'm okay with that 45 because she's clearly giving me her attention. That's where we can talk about wiggle room. Now, what the focus with name game, again, she's sniffing. Can I bring her attention over? I'm not calling come. I'm not saying here. I am making a couple noises of or whistles, clicking noises, whatever weird noise you want to make. It doesn't really matter, but just something that's not a word or her name a second time. Willow. Yes. Now, she's a little further out than I would like. I can lure her back into me. Yes, good girl. We don't want her so far away. We want her right here because the idea is it's the foundation of recall. Dash, go girl, dash, go girl, dash, go girl. Now I want to show you what's the difference between treats, reward, and praise reward. So I'm going to walk away. Willow. Dash, go girl. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And I'm going to walk away. Willow. Oh, Jessica girl. And walk away. Willow. Yes! She is definitely a praise dog. She is a people dog. There is no question about that. Her whole like body and hair and ears just, oh my God, yes. Her value for rewards, it doesn't always have to be a treat. It can be a toy. It can be you. Doesn't matter. Ideally, we don't need these things when we train her. The way that she loves praise goes a long way in getting rid of these. These help when there's higher level distractions. These help when we're working on bigger thresholds, more environment, stuff along those lines. But praise, ultimately, you don't need anything when you're walking your dog out in public. So that's name game. The other thing that I love to teach you guys is what I like to call play disengagement. It echoes similarly to name game, but with play disengagement, and let me take off the slip lead real quick. Can I have this, please? Thank you. So play disengagement is basically you're going to purposely get her riled. So you can see that she's got the tug toy, and I'm going to, woo, so much fun. Oh my goodness. And then up and down, and oh, so vicious, right? You can do the growling and the barking if you're okay with that. Cool, let's do it. Once you're here and she's really riled up, then you're going to stop, stand up nice and tall, say, Willow. Yes, good girl. The moment she sits and looks at you, the moment the toy gets played again. It's a pause. We're teaching anticipatory behavior of what's next. Oh, we're going to do something? What are we doing? We don't want to teach it as a negative. Okay, we're stopping and all done, and it shuts down, because then we start getting some negative associations with her name. But this also teaches her body mechanics. If she is chasing the bird, she's barking at the neighbor, she's chasing the cars, hopefully not, but something that is that high value of whee, and she's kind of losing her brain. This is where, this is teaching her body how to be crazy and then pause and then go back to crazy, or pause and redirect, or pause and do something else. But if we teach it in play, she's going to have a much easier time accepting it in other times of stress, whether it's good stress or bad stress. So get her crazy. Good girl. Oh. Well, yes, good girl, go get it. Those are the only two things I want you guys to practice right now. Play disengagement and name game. They're teaching her name as a check-in, but also the foundations of leave it and recall. Next week, I'll send you videos on leave it, place, and the recall to get commands. But right now, just focus on these two things. Have fun with them. 30 seconds throughout your day. That's all I'm asking. Let me know if you guys have any questions.